As we dive into fight week, we wanted to set the mood and get everyone ready. While I assume most of us only have time to focus on the major promotions, there are so many other ones with great fights that happen week in and week out, and we want to highlight those, which is why our friend Caposa, who you should follow on Twitter at Grabica_Hitman, has helped us compile a list of the must-see fights. What is up, everyone? I'm the casual, Lawton Vierkant, and this is Caposa's Corner. This week, we are starting off in Sydney, Australia for the Urban Fight Night 24. And, cringe alert, this one does involve a body part bending in a not natural direction. So we have Randall Raymond, aka the Limb Reaper, facing Dean Maxwell for the light heavyweight belt. Randall is 10-2 going into this fight, where Dean is only 2-0. We almost instantly realize why the nickname the Limb Reaper is a thing, because holy shit, a calf is not supposed to do that. Randall has so much force in this calf kick that as soon as Dean puts it back on the floor, it is game over. I think this in-house commentary team really sums this moment up best.
And he shot at his leg. His leg.
Staying at the Urban Fight Night 24, we are moving on to Caposa's KO of the week, everyone's favorite. Dean Tromans, who is on the left, has only one fight in his amateur career, which was a loss, and his opponent, Bimo Adriano, is making his amateur debut, and he's about to get the welcome of a lifetime. Now, this isn't the highest quality of video, we know, but just take a minute and listen to that head kick. Dean kicks Adriano off of the ground, and I'm not sure if the kick was louder or him landing on the mat. What a kick and what a knockout. Moving right along, we have RCCC Intro 11 in Ekaterinburg, Russia, where Zandon Sidanov is taking on Evgeny Ignatiev. And both fighters are on a 5-fight win streak, and they want to keep that clean. After only 1 minute in the second round, Evgeny lands a huge left, sending Zandon to the canvas. Now, the interesting thing about this one is watch this slow-mo. Both fighters throw the exact same right-to-left combo, and Zandon actually does connect with his hit on Evgeny, but it just wasn't enough to get the job done. Evgeny secures the win and increases his record to 15-2. Visiting our friends in Moscow, Russia at ACA 118, we have Azamat Shukov wielding a record of 7-1, taking on Josel Silva, who has a 13-4 record. Not even 40 seconds into this fight, and we have a brawl happening. Going back and forth like this, something damaging is bound to happen. And sure enough, Azamat does just that, knocking Silva out cold. Azamat climbs to an 8-1 record, and we could easily see him on a larger stage soon. Now we are going to Almaty, Kazakhstan for Octagon Selection 16. And I couldn't find much on either of these fighters, but we have Davletbek Abdukakarov facing Mumin Shamshov. Mumin is making his pro debut, and Davletbek has only one pro fight prior to this, which was a loss. The awesome thing about this one is the fact that Mumin lands such a beautiful and clean liver kick that it instantly cripples Davletbek, and the ref calls the fight. Mumin was ready to go to the ground and pound to finish this one, as you can see by his face, but it just wasn't needed after that huge liver shot. Staying in Almaty, Kazakhstan, but switching events, we have Neza FC29. This is the main card and a title fight for the vacant bantamweight belt between Zhuman Zumabakov and Vadim Malagin. Both fighters are on a 2-fight win streak and are looking to grow that to 3 to become the new belt holder. These guys waste no time getting into it, and Zuman gets rocked and bad just under a minute into this fight. But the beautiful thing about MMA is anything can happen, right? Zuman throws a perfect right-left hook combo, flatlining Malagin. Zuman improves his record to 11-4 and has a fantastic comeback added to his resume. Next, we are going to Minsk, Belarus for the Belarusian Fight Championship. Contender Series. Here we have a double pro debut between Artem Lukyanov and Ismail Israfilov. After a long first 2 rounds, Ismail decides to start round 3 with a nice friendly hug. You know, what most people in the octagon will do. But he may instantly regret that, considering about 4 seconds later, Artem lands a devastating right, sending him unconscious and to the ground. Ismail is down for a full minute, but finally comes to and gets up, and Artem is awarded the win. We had a cringe warning earlier for the broken calf, and yeah, we got another one with this fight in Sao Paulo, Brazil for CDL Fight 1. Everton Freitas is 13-4 coming into this fight and on a 2-fight losing streak. His opponent, Halber Bernardo, is on a 3-fight losing streak and wields a rough record of 6-4. Now, Everton has 10 submission wins on his record, so this position for him is looking promising as he's trying to find a submission. He keeps going for that ankle and finally secures it and gives it a nice little twist, almost completely bending it backwards.
E pegou.
Bernardo, audibly yelling, just has to tap out, giving Everton the win and breaking his losing streak. Staying at CDL Fight 1, we have the main event between Marcos Breno and Leandro da Silva, and both fighters have solid records. Silva is 7-0 as a pro coming in, and Breno is 12-2. 2 minutes into the first round, and the hands are flying. Breno, in the blue, is hunting Silva down, landing plenty of decent shots. And almost too quickly, that's it. Silva is out for the count. This is another one of those that happened fast, so let's watch it again. Silva doesn't even see that right coming in full speed, and it knocks him out straight into a faceplant on the canvas. Breno climbs to a 13-2 record, and he could easily be seen in a major promotion soon. For our last event this week, we are going to Tijuana, Mexico for the Ultimate Warrior Challenge 25. Grilino da Silva, in the white trunks, has a 10-11 record coming into this fight, and his opponent, Gabriel Valdez, holds a 5-1 record. Grilino is coming in full speed trying to end this fight, and a few weeks ago, we had a switch kick to the head. So what better way to end this week than in a similar fashion? Now, the switch kick doesn't knock him out, but it is enough to put Gabriel to the ground, forcing the ref to step in and call the fight. Grilino moves to 11-11, and despite his calling for the belt,
Grilino asking for that belt.
that just may not be in his near future quite yet. As always, thank you to the legendary Caposa for helping us compile this list of must-see videos from this week. Please go give him a follow on his Twitter at Grabica_Hitman and support him on his Patreon at patreon.com/Caposa. Thank you also to all of these great organizations for putting on this entertainment, and to the fighters, winners and losers, and we will see you all on the next video.